Be a little bit wonky, so I do apologize for that. Just quickly trying to set up. Beautiful. Okay, as spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the Chilean Terran player, the blue Terran representing Infernales Esports. It is LucianO. If you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It's time for predictions to be open. Place your bets on who you think will take the series. I apologize for not having predictions for the previous series, but we will at least have it for this TVP. So we do settle in. Again, I was looking at Cristiano versus Eggs, but it looks like Eggs is not available, so there might be a walkover there. A little bit of a feels bad, man. Otherwise, that would have been my go-to series. Cristiano, you know, he's our boy. He's our boy. Would be there for him. But it's all good. Here we go. As Gerald is moving out with his initial probe scout. LucianO back at home going for an economic opener, going for a Rax expand. Everything so far looking as it should. But I hope someone casted that Rex series. I hope someone did. I don't know how many people cover the KFC, but someone should have been casting Rex. Deserving to be casted. Hopefully, hopefully. But now we're going to be settling in. And again, coming into this series, I would slightly favor Gerald here. I mean, Gerald is maybe a little bit more sleep deprived. He has been staying up, competing a lot of tournaments here tonight. But we'll see. We'll see if LucianO can kind of bring the Latino America to Gerald. Let's go. But now he's going for his natural, going for a CC on the low ground. Zelda's moving out to delay the command center. And the CC's gonna be, the SCV's gonna be forced back. Forced to pull some extra boys. Behind this Reaper gets caught out by the Adept. Yeah, rough start here for LucianO. Does get caught out. Reaper goes down. SCV goes down as well. Big delay on the CC. And the Adept is on the horizon here to just keep the pressure up, to keep the SCVs at bay, and to delay the command center for as long as possible. So far, a strong start for Gerald. The Cyclone is on the way. The Cyclone will shut this down. But until then, yeah, the reactor's under fire. Cyclone's still a ways up. Oh, another SCV almost going down. LucianO able to save it. Stalker has arrived. And yeah, this is becoming far too much, far too quickly. LucianO, he won't die here, but this is a lot of damage and it is piling up. Not like this. Not like this, man. Likewise, Gerald attempting to force a cancel on the expansion. That should not happen. The CC should be saved, but that's a big should, man. No shot. Third CC's on the way. Cyclone has arrived. And it looks like the command center should finish up. I say that another Stalker arrives. No! Not like this. The Cyclone. Cyclone's under fire. Okay, second Cyclone has made it. Okay, LucianO, he should be okay. Should clean this up. Takes down the Adept, forces back the Stalkers. And LucianO's response is a wild one. That is a fast third CC off of a 1-1-1. I mean, it makes sense just because he's taken a lot of damage. There's a massive delay on the command center. Behind this Gerald, he's up 10 workers. He has a fully saturated natural. Getting to his gateways, his robo. Twilight Council is done. Blink is on the way. Third Nexus as well. Gerald is looking so comfortable. So LucianO, he had to cut corners. It's a really bold corner to cut by rushing into the third base like this. If he can get away with it, he can get into this game. LucianO can get back in. Oh, not like this! No! Not like this, though, as the medevac gets caught out. The Stalker shut it down. GG gets caught, game-ending damage, and Gerald will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Gerald will take the first game. Again, just a really rough start for LucianO. Initially losing the Reaper, losing the SCV, losing another, losing control of the low ground, specifically skipping out on Marine production as well. Because he skipped his Marines, he had no units until the Cyclone arrived. It was greedy. It was a little bit greedy there from LucianO, and he was punished for that greed. And with that, GG, well played. GG, well played. Gerald does take a lead in the series, and we'll see if he can keep on going. As we're getting into game number 2. Getting into that second game. And I'm hoping for a back and forth, but the pressure is now on LucianO to tighten things up and to actually get into his game. Game 1 almost reminded me, I mean, it felt pretty similar to game 1 between Eon and Rebellion, where Eon was kind of getting into his own build and he was caught with his pants down. Very similar here, except, of course, it was a shorter game, but just kind of very similar setup there, where we weren't able to kind of see the breadth of play of one of our players. And we'll see if that trend continues. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Goldenora, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing System Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. Ooh, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, sending out 2 SCVs, going for a proxy, 2 racks. We have the Chilean Terran player, the blue Terran, representing Infernales Esports. It is LucianO. Let's go. The Raxes are being thrown down after a very chaotic and very short game 1. LucianO wants to turn the tables on Gerald. Let's see if he can. As interesting. Okay, so we have 1 Rax back at home, and LucianO is going to be walling up and walling off. Very interesting. Behind this, we do have 2 more Raxes on the way. I believe this is going to be a 3 racks, 1 base all in. I believe LucianO will pull the boys with this. What I'm referring to is this is Mass Marine. No gas. 0 gases for LucianO. So I'm pretty sure he intends to pull the boys with this. Once he builds up Marines. Oh boy. I believe we have seen this build before. I think when we've seen this build previously, I think we've seen like 4 racks variations from Hon Mono. That hits a little bit later. So probe has arrived. Raxes are finishing up. I think usually what Homono does is that he walls up the ramp, as we see here, but he throws down his 2nd and 3rd racks in the base itself, which means that these 2 SCVs would have been mining a little bit longer, so a little bit more mineral efficient. And then once you build up enough Marines, then you pull the boys. So Homono, he has his own kind of variation of it. Meanwhile, the pylon is going to be shut down. More Marines are building up. And when exactly will LucianO pull it? There it is! When will he pull the trigger? The answer is now. The boys are being pulled. Marines have amassed how many Marines? We have 6 Marines so far, soon to be 9. And behind this, Geralt, there is no shield battery. The natural is exposed. He has 1 stalker to work with. The probe! The probe is going to scout, and it looks like Geralt, he will not confirm. I mean, he will. He does get eyes on the proxy itself, but it is a later scout. Here we go. It's all or nothing. Stalker, it's out in the middle of the map. There's 1 more stalker left. Probe does fall. Geralt's racing back home, forced to recall. And he has 2 stalkers. 2 stalkers soon to be 1 sentry. Meanwhile, LucianO is going for the dive. He ignores the natural, going for the main. Shield batteries on the way. Is going to be targeted. Oh, the Marine sacrifice being targeted as well. Force field does wall off some of those Marines. And 3 Marines on the low ground. Probes are going down. That's a lot of economic damage, but he has to kill the stalkers. More shield batteries on the way. Marines, they bust into the main base. They do cripple the economy. There's 2 stalkers left. Down to 5 Marines. Stutter stepping was leaving a little bit to be desired. Gets 1. Yeah, 1 stalker goes down. So does the other. There's one Stalker left. Uramas, Pappy, shield batteries are finishing. But the Stalker is zoned away. Oh my god. And Warp Gate now completing as well. But Gerald, can he warp in? Stalker taking a lot of damage. Oh, almost gets locked down. Almost. The shield batteries do pose a threat. And Gerald, he's trying to mine whatever he can to get another warp in. Stalker is almost going down. There's a sentry. There's going to be an overcharge as well. Sentry is done. There's the overcharge. Boys are being pulled. Down to 5 Marines. Stalker comes back in. Down to 4. Down to 3. Stalker goes down. 3 Marines versus 1 sentry. 2 Marines. And it looks like LucianO, he was so close. He does get the final sentry, but only 1 Marine left, and that's not enough. That's not enough. The sentry will come out on top. GG, well played. It was so close, but Gerald will take the series 2-0. GG. GG. So close yet so far. Alas, Gerald was mining, so the longer it went on, the more warp-ins Gerald would have available. So LucianO, he had a lot of pressure on him. Unfortunately, he was unable to deny the shield batteries. Once they finished, they would be able to buy time for that warp-in, of course, that we saw as well. And yeah, LucianO was just unable to stop the warp-in, unable to stop those shield batteries, and did eventually run out of steam. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations to Gerald for claiming the series. Congratulations. I feel a little bit robbed. I feel like we should have seen an ace match here. I feel like this should have gone all the way to game 3.